Alright, let's play Skullgirls. New patch. Is there a new patch already? Welcome to the stream, Orion. How you doing? Hope you enjoyed that. That was a very exclusive performance. Alright, let me look at what's going on. No, I did not wish to view the patch notes, thank you very much. Alright, let's have a look at the bracket. That seems alright. Oh, I got it. Here we are. It was great, thank you. I'm glad someone appreciates my art, you know. I will be joined in code commentary by Lunatic. Oh, he's already in. Okay, let me see how this works. Hello.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just gotta check the volume on this. Could you speak a little?
Yeah, sure. That was you playing just now, right? On the guitar?
True, yes.
Yeah, it sounded really nice. I played electric guitar for like a year when I was a teenager. I wasn't very good at it, but I thought about picking up like buying a cheap keyboard maybe, and learning how to play a little bit of music with that, with like headphones, so I don't like annoy neighbors or whatever.
Yeah. Keyboard could be a lot of fun. Has a lot of settings.
Yeah. That was also something that I thought about. Like for one, it's really like convenient because it's an instrument that doesn't need to be loud, and also it's very versatile. You know, like if you really wanted to, you can get it to like be drums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Aren't we lively?
Yo, thanks for the raid, Namle.
Yo, Namle, what's good?
Well, currently we're in the balancing audio portion of the stream. Hope you're... I know everyone's here for that.
Which, I mean, probably we peaked early, and it's all down level from here.
Yeah, the bars on... the bars on Streamlabs is telling me that this seems fine. We're about even volume, but I have no clue how it actually looks.
I thought about streaming a little bit as well. Like just casual Skullgirls streaming, but I think I would need to put in some time into Streamlabs OBS again, because I just opened it up, and with my base settings, I think my mic, or either my mic or the desktop sound wasn't being picked up. So, and then I just closed it and was like, nah.
Too much effort. This is, yeah.
Having to like think about like my audio settings and stuff is like, a lot of effort. Having to like think about like my audio settings and stuff.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to listen to you know what? I'll just trust chat, alright? Chat. If something's wrong with the audio settings, you tell me, alright? I bear no responsibility.
I mean, that is like pretty much how it gotta go, right?
Oh, word, Big Toddy's in this? And Kepper's in this? Hello?
This stacked?
It's getting pretty spicy, not gonna lie. Alright, I believe we'll start.
I'm gonna be, like, I'm gonna say all the people in Europe have gotten too good. I don't even want to play tournaments anymore. That way I can't be exposed.
So true, so true. Little bunch since I launched the game. This is going to be interesting. Are you? Yes, you are in the tournament. Welcome back, Orion. That's sick as well. Good to have you here. Audio is good. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to trust Big Tony. Big Tony's my my man, you know.
Let's go.
Alright, I believe we're gonna start off the bracket with Boris and Kepper. Might as well, right?
Sure. Let me join the lobby.
Yes, I'll just post the lobby link.
This is retail, right?
Yes. Mr. Boars and
Just a quick heads up. Magic, can you please up Lunatic a little bit? Just a snitch.
Yeah, sure. Magic is gonna take care of it.
yes,
Alright, cool.
the smidge has now been upped.
Thank you so much.
This is, I
Thank
think this
you.
should be better.
Bye bye.
Bye. Have a nice evening. Good luck.
Thanks.
Uh-huh. Use a bit of volume again. Okay. What this chat was...
Okay.
Sorry. What the chat was letting me know, I was busy doing the organizing.
All good. Okay, Mr.
Alright.
Boris against who?
Casper the Graph.
Casper the Graph.
Have you seen Casper play?
Yeah. He plays my team, but with Bayo instead of Bella.
I think we saw Casper play last time. It's true. He has an interesting team, you know, got the Beowulf with no big band.
Whoa! The Bayo with no band.
What's the original meme on this one? I forget.
I honestly don't know.
Wait, oh no, it's the Yankee with no brim. That's the.
Oh
that's
yeah,
the
whoa,
Yo!
the Yankee with no brim.
the way that like.
Let me walk around this ad.
That's so true. Oh man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, it's a really solid, like, not, it's a really interesting team concept. I don't know what I think about like the Bayo stuff.
Yes,
I
Bayo
mean,
really.
Casper is really chill about like not optimizing things.
Yeah, he's just doing his own thing, which is fine, right?
Yeah, but that also kind of makes like a strategical discussion of the team weird, you know, like when like the person playing it is like whatever.
Well, I mean, we don't have to like discuss it, you know. It's you can just exist
that's-
peacefully.
Just
This is very interesting because Mr. Boris usually has a super solid neutral, but Casper is just like winning it. Well, mostly. Like, you know, I shouldn't have said anything.
as is tradition.
Oh, sorry about that, Kabukoru. I forgot to update the Nightbot. Let me do that real quick. Oh, word?
Oh, can you pick a... Oh, okay. I think Painwheel gets like a like the mid-screen sweep thing, right? Like she can charge sweep somehow with like stand medium punch. Like stand medium punch charge sweep. Doesn't that work mid-screen? Oh no!
Oh,
Bjorn
damn, the thing changed to chat view because I tapped one. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Can't she like mid-screen double snap pretty easily with like or like on kill the other character with like charge sweep because it knocks into her?
Oh, Painwheel?
You know, with like stand medium punch charge sweep.
Not gonna lie, you're asking the wrong person about Painwheel, but I think she could do this, yeah. Oh, word, Mr. Boris' double is on the field. This is probably gonna be pretty difficult.
Solo Bayo is rough.
Let's go. Okay, we got hit, it's fine.
What if you wanted to do anything but God said you're unsafe?
Minus.
Minus.
Ever done one of those physics calculations and you like fuck up the directions, so you like put the acceleration in the wrong direction or something by using the wrong, like it was minus when it weren't supposed to be and stuff like that. You know, I'm stretching this joke way too far. Never mind, it's fine.
it do be like that sometimes. No, I don't know.
But
Doing physics calculations for me is a long, long way in the past by now. Like, I tried to avoid doing that in I think I stopped taking physics in like end of year 11 in German high school.
My cousin is in high school right now, and I said yes to doing some homework tutoring kind of thing, because he doesn't really get this stuff that much. Which is why it's on top of my mind.
Damn. So what have you been doing? Like falling speeds and shit like that?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's like calculations on like Newtonian physics. So yeah, stuff like that, falling speed and so on.
Huh.
It's
you know, I think it would be pretty funny to go. Oh, sweet mix up. Good stuff. It would be really interesting to like go back and do like a couple of, you know, like worksheets and stuff. Like I would like to see how I do today on like some of these things.
I'll let you know. I was struggling like getting back into the groove. It's very like oh, how is this again? You know.
Yeah, I wonder, is school any different from like... I think German school is still very similar to how it was when I was there, because like I'm thinking like especially with like physics we needed to remember so many just formulas up until the very end, where we could use like little papers that had like some of the basic stuff written down. But for the longest time you had to like remember all of the math behind it off the top of your dome, and that just seems very surreal to me in like our world nowadays, you know what I mean?
Yeah, a little
when
old-fashioned,
I don't know
right?
something like that, just kind of look it up.
Oh my days, he got sniped.
Oh. Also, that was so close to the tier loading. It's like a couple frames.
I worked briefly as a substitute teacher, and the biggest difference between like school in my day and school now is like the technological like explosion, right? Because when I was in elementary and like in middle school, smartphones weren't really a thing. Like iPhone pops up like what 2007, 2008 or something. Like that's when the iPhone like just pops up, right? So
yeah.
When I was growing up, before that we didn't have that shit. We had like fucking Nokia or whatever. So the kids are just chilling with like iPads, playing Minecraft or whatever in break, and like Among Us.
That would be going on. Yeah.
So that's a whole dynamic that's very different. Anyway, I feel like, yeah.
Casper is having a lot of trouble with. Oh my god, get grabbed.
Yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah, Casper is having a lot of trouble with M-Bomber assist.
Alright, we push block that, sweep, assist, keep it safe, text in with the arm. Okay, Casper's chilling. And Bomber assist, there it is. It is really difficult though if you're Beowulf, because you can't really jump over it. I mean, you can, but you'll have to jump like super high.
Yeah, you have to like make the decision on avoiding Bomber very early.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's a little can't be very reactive with that one. Oh, let's go. Oh no! Triggers IPS disaster.
Don't die, please.
Well, it's not undoable, but Mr. Boris is definitely in the driving seat for this one. Oh dear.
Yeah, the 2 meters is like kind of concerning to me right now. That there's still like a DHC on the table for Boris.
Oh yeah, Double's just chilling in the back. She's ready to cop in. Oh my days. The assist
that's gonna be a dead Double. Okay, cool. And now it's still 1 hit if Boris decides to spend the meter on all the characters, which, yikes. Oh, this is scary. Block for your life.
Block for your life. Oh no, oh god.
Not like this.
Oh god. Runs into a payroll normal.
Don't block with your buttons.
That was a rough one though. I feel bad for Mr. Casper over here. Boris is a different beast when it comes to adaptation, I think. Because in the beginning it seemed pretty alright, and then towards the end it was like, you know, just like checkmate, you know.
Yeah, this is the thing that bothers me a little bit about Casper's team. Actually, is that I think it doesn't collapse very well. Like when you aren't winning, it does really not that great.
Some teams, it's like almost scarier when you get rid of the point, right? Because it's like, oh, here comes Bella with 4 bars and Big Bad behind her, like stuff like this. Or like,
yeah, exactly.
You get rid of the point, and then it's just, oh no, here's Robo Fortune with a keep away assist and like 3 bars, like stuff like this, you know. It's very, but like I agree with you. In Casper's case, it's like you get rid of double, it's super whatever. You get rid of Parasol, it's super whatever. Like it's really not. And honestly, if you get rid of Bayo, it's like super whatever as well. Because like
if you get rid of Bayo and there's meter left, but like the thing is that Bayo doesn't really build bar in like the same capacity as other point chars do.
Yeah, no. Did you just say chars?
Chars, like characters, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Sorry. sorry. No, I only meant. You know, I'm not lubricating this conversation very well. Okay, it's
all good. Don't
it was
worry
just
about
it stood out to me. You know, like chars. You
know. It doesn't do it like other chairs.
So true.
Nah, I don't know. Like for example, for a while I was playing double Parasol Shell with Misfortune, and that does really well. But you really want Fortune, like you really never want Fortune to survive. Is the thing, because all her assists are kind of garbage. So you usually want to like use her for max meter build and then let her die.
Yo, hello to Roll Neo Geo from Spain. How you doing?
Yo, Raul, what up?
I agree though, Lunatic. You either want Fortune in points, like working, or dead. You know, like you don't want to like leechers just sitting in the retirement home at the back regaining health.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
parasites.
I mean, the kind of the issue is that when you're forced to DHC back into her, it gets kind of awkward. So some characters can do it well, some can't. But like, yeah, when you have Fortune just kind of, like Fortune builds so much bar when she like hits you, and you can kill with like 2 or like 3 resets without spending bar, and then she dies. You suddenly have like 4 bars, and then the nice thing about Paradouble is that it DHCs really well in both directions when you have more than 3 bars, because then you can get into, you can either sniper cat heads or sniper monster, or you can car into level 3, which is really commanding because it literally circumvents the stage when against a lot of characters, because you can kind of come in from the back and then react if the car hits, and then you can go for a level 1 for pickup like bikes. So that shell does really well with meter, and it's also nice because it's also good reversals at the same time, because you can pillar into sniper, or you can
that's kind of good, because sniper will always hit. Sniper will always hit and apply block stun, so there's no like risk of whiffing.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's basically the thought behind my team, and then like. As for picking the third character, that's actually kind of tricky. I think that Robo Fortune is really, really good for that team, because she can be point with both of those assists and be really good, like slide and L shot, or she can be in the back when you have para point, and then para has like really good either mix up or like ground coverage for zoning.
Yeah, because you use the Clyde, right?
Yeah, and like that's something that I try to look for, is like having no weak teams, like no weak duos on my trio. You know what I mean?
That is, I think Peck said this before also, that like the hallmark of a good team is that you can play it in any order, right? Like.
Yeah, I fully believe that, and it's kind of tough to build your team around, and that's also why so many teams have double, because double just kind of works.
So true. She literally just, she's like Ditto, she can mate with every single Pokemon.
Yes.
True. Round 2 started, by the way. I am aware. I've already called you up to the stage, Bombad. I'm looking forward to some gameplay. Show the class what you've been working on.
Bring us some Skug.
Some Skook. I actually played Bombad earlier. I think Bombat's just legit getting better at the game. Either that or I'm getting worse at the game. I don't know.
That's how I rationalize it. I think everybody else is getting better. Either that or I got a lot worse.
So true. I mean, the latter is clearly not an option. So you gotta be positive, you know. That way everybody wins.
See?
Saludos. Absolutely. Hola amigo, as they say. Mi casa es su casa. Vamos. Nice. Good to see. I'm communicating, you see. Vamos fight. Let's fight. Amazing. Okay, let's go. What do you think of this matchup, Lutic? Solo Squiggly versus...
I think, like, wait, it's, what are the assists? They are, yeah, Copter and the special thingy. What, Viewer, really?
Actually, no, it's Pinion. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
My mind just short-circuited.
That would be really interesting. I wonder if there's, like, dope Viewer stuff you can do. I know there's, like, I tried playing Bella Viewer for a while, because with M Viewer you can pick up from Dynamo.
Oh my days, Bella just died!
No, she just died on the assist call.
Tony just kept it going, you just kept dancing, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, this matchup is really, really annoying, like Pain Wheel against Squiggly, because she has Jump H. But also there's armor in the game, so you can kind of like... it's annoying for both parties.
You cannot armor Jumping Heavy Punch from Squiggly. This is not feasible.
No, you can't, but you can like absorb one hit and then release, and then hit it in the air, because like it does have a hurt box on it as well.
True. I feel like I haven't seen that much, but it is possible.
I think that works. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while.
It's the same thing when people tell me to like anti-air this move from afar. Like, yeah, like, how many times have you seen this work? You know, like.
I mean, with Parasol you can DP it.
True. I think other
there is some stuff,
DP
and with Bella you can also crouch heavy punch trade very reliably, which is really awkward funny. For Squiggly.
That's actually, I'm gonna try this next time. Playing against Squiggly was one of my, like, I thought this was a pretty fun matchup, because you can use the standing light kick as a decent anti-air against Squiggly as well, because her jumping light kick isn't like that good. So I always thought this was pretty fun. Oh my days, what's going on?
Let's go. Woo, get hit. Yeah, I don't. I think the Fortune neutral is probably suited the best in that matchup. I always found Bella Squiggly pretty tough. To be honest, like with my team, I like to go double point actually, which is the worst configuration, but I think it's the best against Squiggly.
You can tank one hit and Beaver Thresher? So the super? There's no way the super works. That one like grabs you. The grab hitbox isn't way out there, right? I'm myth busting Ignis and Chatter.
Wait, so you can air Viewer into Air Fresher, right? Like that's the play.
I don't believe it.
Does Air Viewer like somehow evade the jump? Like the startup, does it somehow evade the jump heavy punch? That seems to me the Thresher would work. Yeah, I think Thresher would work. Honestly, that could probably work. But yeah, Bombard making short work.
You need like a grab hitbox out there for the Thresher to work. I don't have faith in this, alright? The Thresher works. No. You need to give me like a peer-reviewed paper on this one. I'm not buying it.
Ever since the pandemic started, my like standards for proof have gone way up. Peer-reviewed paper or nothing.
So true. We don't want any like anecdotal fucking evidence going on over here.
Curiosity can't kill me.
All right, here we go. It's 1-1. So the Bombad really popped off on that last one.
Ooh, this is. I don't exactly know why Bombad is doing this, but like
Nice.
watch Bombad like back off at round start, wait for the charge, and then run in.
I don't. I don't think you know what. You want my hot take on this? I don't think Bombad has thought this through. I just think they're doing like the safest round start and then just playing neutral, you know.
Yeah,
but I could be wrong,
I can
you know?
understand, but that's kind of how exactly how you don't want to do it against Squiggly, which is like one of the big reasons like Tony is like can even bully in neutral like this.
True, yeah. I mean, Squiggly charge is like huge. Oh my days.
Like I think what you want to do is like do something aggressive round start plus assist, which doesn't leave you open for a happy birthday. Ooh, wow. Just running through. What's the mix?
Oh my days!
Oh no!
You mix yourself into a happy birthday.
Oh, this is gonna be a dead pain wheel. Oh no! She dropped out. Never mind then. But still gonna snap her in. Probably watch the air grab.
But you're a Reaper? I'm not listening to chat. My ears are closed, alright? My eyes, I mean.
my earballs!
My earballs!
Okay, let's see. How much... at this point, for example, I think I would try and get like a hit DHC into Fortune for the hard knockdown. You know? I think that's the strat here.
Oh
Maybe the
my
DP
days.
Ooh,
Yeah, everyone has a
doesn't
strat
matter
until he
anymore.
gets kicked in the face. This is, Tony's take it over. Yo, it's a little bit of dancing. Oh no!
Oh.
Catches the very first frames of the dash. Oh, that's devastating. It's fine, alright.
Well,
we do a little bit of
breathed.
tomfoolery.
That's really a rookie mistake against Squiggly in neutral, is not holding back all the time when she has P-charge.
Sometimes you can't help it. Sometimes you just do it right as you dash. And it's just like, okay, guess I die. You know, like... By the way, that H stancing isn't BM, it's to charge meter. I just, you know, why did I read chat? I just said my eyes were closed. Clothed, if you will. But, yeah, that's probably true. Meter building strats I never really understood. To just whiff a bunch of moves, I guess.
Have you ever played Third Strike? And that game is really stupid.
Okay, here's the thing. I haven't. Here's what a mate from like my local thing told me. He told me that in Exerd, in Guilty Gear you get meter for walking forward, right?
Yeah.
And some characters had like a really quick animation for like walking forward out of a crouching states or whatever. So they like built meter initially when they walked, right? So what you did is, you held down, and then you spam clicked the forward button, so that it alternated between like crouching and walking
Somebody
forward.
took the piss.
Wait, no, it was totally real. Well, it sounded funny.
I haven't ever heard of this. Like
It was like a later, it was like an early patch, and they like removed it.
Okay, maybe there's something to that, but I have never heard of that. Like,
I think it was.
I don't know. I only started with Sign, kind of. Like, I think I didn't play 1.0 Sign. I think I played 1.1 Sign. Maybe it was fixed then already. But
I can't believe they would lie to me. Do you think people just do that? It's unbelievable.
I mean, that actually kind of sounds fun. Like just making shit up about like a random fighting game.
This is like the sort of the sort of community where you could get away with shit like that, kind of, you know. Like I remember like the like, you know, in Smash, right? The guys that would say you could unlock Sonic in Melee or whatever, you know. Like there's firm breeding ground for conspiracy theory.
For a second there, I thought, isn't there a Sonic in Melee? But like,
yeah, there totally is. You just have to leave the GameCube on for like 10 hours while playing Caramel Dunson like in the room, and he'll unlock the region FGC Live. Oh damn!
With Batman, you really don't want to dash forward randomly.
With Batman?
Batman.
Batman eats Skullbats. You just shine like a light on the menu at like a certain time.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. Batman and Skullbats.
You know, I actually had like a friend in. You know, you were talking about the match. Sorry, I was way off there. Good luck.
I was not talking about the match.
Well played, Tony. Very well done.
Well played.
Have you played the Sly games, the Sly Cooper games?
No.
PlayStation 2 era, fucking banger content, alright? Like you were sneaking around as a thief at that time. Whatever. Point is, Sly games, banger content. I had a guy that I knew in elementary that was like, that swore that in Sly 1 you could play as Sly's ancestors. And this was like, because I didn't have Sly 1, I only had Sly 2 and 3. Like basically everyone had Sly 2 and 3, but no one had like 1. So he was like telling the story, you know, and I was like, seems shifty because this guy has been lying about a bunch of stuff before. And so years later, like 10 years later or something, when I'm like a late teen, I look up Sly 1 to check, and guess what? There was no ancestors you could play.
There was no ancestry going on in that game. It's completely ancestry free.
I feel sort of vindicated by this. I don't know. It's I sussed it out when he said it.
Did you like phone him up later?
I actually did bring it up to him because I talked to him later. He's a cool dude now. He was just really weird back in elementary. I think he grew up way too fast. He couldn't really be with the other kids too much. But now he's a cool dude, you know. I mean, his life is better than mine at this point, so you know, whatever. Just but yes, I did mention it to him, and we kind of had a laugh about it because it was like a whole thing. You know, now that I think about it, this guy also ruined something else for me. Because, right, I used to be so into Star Wars, right? As a kid, right?
Okay, how did somebody else ruin Star Wars for you?
Okay,
let's hear it.
You know how, like, in Star Wars, they have, like, these lightsabers, right?
Yeah.
And they wave them around and they do, like, epic choreographed battles and everything?
Yeah.
This is the story of how I realized that was bullshit, and, like, real sword fighting was super lame. Because
sword fighting isn't lame.
No, it's like, because it's like fencing, right? And they do it like super quick, and it's not like choreographed with these like huge swinging motions and like ballerina stuff and like flips and everything.
I mean, that's fencing. There's different kinds of sword fighting.
You know what? Whatever. The point is that like, I was like so into it, and he was like so into it, and we were like, oh, we're gonna have like a sword fight with sticks. Like it'll be great. And he fucking slapped me. Like,
damn.
Like he was a bigger dude than me, and he was like faster than me. So I would like do the choreographed like, zoom, and when like the blade struck, I would try and like hold it there and like use my strength. You know, like the cinematic, like, you know what I mean?
I mean, that's how I Star Wars fought with my buddies. Like, some of us even had like, you know, like foldable lightsabers. Like, you know, the ones that like, hilt, and then you can like, whip them out, and then they have like they look like lightsabers. It's really cool.
I've seen them. I didn't have one, but I always wanted one. The point is, I did this with my brothers earlier, right? But I had never done it from someone from school. And like when I did it with my brothers, it was like choreographed, and we were like role playing it, right? But when I did it with him, like, this fucker just, like, you know, he'll, like, hit my sword with his sword once, and then he'll just like a cheeky, like, oh, touch me in, like, the fucking thigh or whatever, just super quick, just stab me there, and I'll just be like, what the fuck? How do I move my stick there in time? Like, this is impossible. And that's when I realized sword fighting sucks. And that's the moral of the story. And there is a new round. Holy shit. I think we'll do. I don't want to do Hillik versus Dana. I feel like we should wait with Dana a little bit. But
Dana?
everything else, yeah, Dana.
Oh, Dana. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, hello, Kuro. I noticed you. How you doing?
Yo, Kuro. Yeah, I read a quote about like medieval style sword fighting once, and it was like, so the best strategy is you just throw your sword at your opponent, and they're gonna be like busy with that, and in the meantime you can get your second sword out. It's kind of the strat for like realistic sword fighting.
Holy shit! That's so good. You do like a distraction projectile.
Yes.
And then you pull out the real blade. Holy shit. It's like a magic
Psych.
trick. Have you seen the Sherlock Holmes like takedown thing from that movie?
I saw a good meme video that
Yeah,
was like
it's like
discombobulate.
discombobulate,
like,
right? Well, in this one, he does like distract target, and he like throws a handkerchief out there. This is how you do it. Just distract target, just throw your sword, and then you pull your second sword.
Yes, that's exactly how that works. Like, I also saw a video that was like, I talked to a guy who was doing, I don't remember what it was called, but it was basically like, we actually don't know a lot of stuff about like how medieval people fought, because at the time it was like orally, you know, handed down orally, and then once guns came out, they just kind of stopped. Like, babe, new gun just dropped. Time to never talk about like sword fighting again. And he was like oh wait, was that a missed input? Big sad on dropping the.
I think it was just like, you know, secure the damage kind of thing. But you know, could have been a snap.
I think that was close enough to the corner to double snap. I'm gonna chalk it up to a missed input and be like, that combo beforehand was pretty good.
Yeah, this is. I think. How close do you think Skullgirls is to medieval fighting?
See, Skullgirls is like. I think the like the similarity is that you just kind of yeet shit at your opponent. And
it's not a fight art, you know. It's not. It has that in common. Oh, nice explosion.
Some nice Parasol tier neutral going on. Parasol mirror neutral is all kinds of weird, especially with like the zoning part. It's because like once a tier is in a corner, like once a tier sits on one of the parasols, it's like impossible to do anything. No, pick it up.
Oh my days.
The point forward.
Bella just got away with murder.
Oh yeah.
Change
Not
sides,
like this.
still get hit. Classic. I want a whole show
Damn.
of magics.
I'm just gonna act like that conversion worked, but it doesn't work.
Nice one, using the hype right there. I mean, like, Parasol uses a sword kind of thing. She's like a fencer.
Yes. She literally a fencing character. Espats is slowly becoming more and more of a podcast rather than a trend. Yes, that was like pretty much. I think I talked about this. This is kind of one of my my goals with this commentary. It's like.
I think it's fun. I think this is very entertaining.
Yeah, let me know if you think this is an upgrade or a downgrade or like a side grade, I suppose.
Side grade, let's go.
Ooh, let's go. Yeah, is how it be. Because this is something that I always wished. It's like, gay, like Skugs related conversation rather than like play-by-play commentary. Although some of the stuff we talk about not necessarily Skug related. I will grant you that. Can you pick up on that? No.
Nah, yeah, the OTG had been used.
Yeah, against some characters you can still pick up even mid screen. And it's also kind of hard to time.
Oh my, what is going on?
DPs for days.
The parasol we're really just popping off right here. This is real sword fighting. Oh wow!
Ooh,
Okay.
that was a sweet variation. I like that. Stealing this. I did a Sharingan right there.
A what?
Sharingan? That's the Kakashi eyes.
I don't watch Blade Runner.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I actually also haven't watched that much Naruto, but that is like a really useful way to describe it in my eyes. It's like everybody has Kakashi eyes in this game. Just steal shit.
Wait, how do you know what I was gonna ask? Like, Naruto lore is beyond me.
Oh, this it's not even deep lore. It's like the very beginning. Kakashi has a magic eye and he can steal techniques. That's literally it.
That is a good. I actually like this trope. I think magical eyes is a good trope. I think this is cool.
I'm a little split on it. I like the application with Kakashi. I think that's kind of cool because it's like not even his own eye, which just makes it interesting in my eyes.
No, but true. It's like, I don't know.
I think especially with Naruto it got a little bit ridiculous, but I'm gonna say I haven't watched enough Naruto to really make a comment on it. So,
Have you seen the Code Geass? Code Geass.
Yeah, I have seen. Oh, actually, I have seen all of Code Geass except the last episode because I remember being so upset by the second to last episode that I just decided not to.
Wait, no, what? What happened? The second to last episode of like season 2?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I was really upset, but I honestly, it's been a while. I don't really remember.
Oh, that's crazy. Because it is true. Like Lulu goes like full bad guy mode. It is true.
It's really good. Like, when you pull out the sickest comeback on stream and Magic Luna commentary, I'm busy asking what the deal with airline food is.
Is that like a meme? I feel like I've heard this before. The airline food thing.
I don't really know. But did you know that like it's actually kind of hard to make good airline food because it's like the high pressure is.
Oh
like,
no way!
I watched the Gordon Ramsay thing where like he cooked like something like really nice and then at higher altitude suddenly started tasting weird.
Oh my days! Is that true?
I don't know. This is like not peer reviewed right now.
That's crazy.
Did they also serve tomato juice in like flights in Norway?
Tomato juice? That sounds like a hazard. Like if you spill some of that shit, it's never coming off, right?
Probably not, no. But like in Germany, it's supposed to help against flight sickness, or is that even the word for it? You know, like when you get kind of queasy during flights, it's supposed to help with that.
How?
And then you get served tomato juice.
Tomato juice?
Yes.
It's just like gonna finish
pepper.
people off. Just like, oh, throw up right now rather than later. This is.
I tried it once because I had always seen it, and then I wondered if there was like something to it. And no, it just tastes like tomato juice, like exactly how you would imagine it, and it's not good.
My days. People come up with the weirdest stuff, man. I swear to God. What a tag. Oh my days.
But you can't actually. Oh no, the second character messing up the Happy Boo Boo.
Happy Boo Boo, okay. Side note, like people who say Boo Boo and like. Okay, hang on. Do you have the thing in German where like instead of saying dog, they'll say like the sound the dog makes? when they talk to like a little child, they'll be like, "Oh, that's a doggy dog" or something like that, instead of just saying it's a dog.
Not exactly like that, but like variations on that exist.
Yeah, like you'll say like an infantilized version of the word. I hate this so much. Why don't like it's a growing baby? Why don't you just say the word so it can learn the word instead of saying like boo or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I get like I know what you mean. I think boo boo is just a fun word though.
Okay, you know what? I'll give you the pass. It was just I saw the opportunity to rant and I took it. That was basically it. Oh my days!
No, but I do get it. Like there's a just say the normal word. It's like I get you.
It's fine. I'll never pass on my genes, so like my opinions don't matter. Oh my! Wait.
Why are your genes like too washed out or something?
It was just a self-deprecating joke. Don't worry about it. The match is getting pretty wacky though.
I can see Rainer Gaudi not confirming the jump heavy punch, but it's really hard, especially from a back jump. Oof.
Yeah, talk to the heel.
Parasol block strings are just a single meme, like a gigantic meme. I don't even know. It's like
yeah,
you wanted to like they are at the same time some of the best and some of the worst block strings in this game, and it's not even close.
I mean, it's it's good. Like she could just keep going forever with like the things, but you don't want to keep going forever. So it just becomes this like game of I don't know.
Oh yeah, you really don't want to be locked into like your multi-hit normals into L-shot. Like I nowadays I usually try to L-shot quite early because most people just immediately push block.
True, yeah, and then you get like your PVGC window. But this is like the meta game, right? Or the mix-up points. Like where in the block string you push block it versus where in the block string the parasol L-shots.
Yeah, exactly.
And he throws some overheads over there, it's just like, okay, Lamar.
And then you throw some instant overheads in the mix. The numbers don't lie.
The numbers don't lie, they spell disaster for you.
That's sacrifice. Oh, I love that so much. Especially with the crouch light kick, back heavy kick block string. It's because you get baited into that push block so easily because the crouch light kick doesn't have that much that much block stun.
Yeah.
So you start backdashing and then the overhead, the heel comes down and it's like,
oh no, Raider! It's fine.
Oh no! Not like. Can you confirm? Yeah, that works.
We got the sniper confirms. We got the snaps.
Good stuff. That was clean.
Oh
yes,
my
pick
days. This is Casper gonna get
sweating right now?
Yeah. Like he does not want to get reverse 3-0'd, but it's looking pretty hardcore right now. Oh my days, that's gonna work.
Oh no, the heavy bike. Big sad.
Oh, here we go. Quarter carry. What's the reset?
Low.
Oh, just overhead.
That was mid into low actually. I think because it hit too early, but like Rainer was guessing on the left right.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. I swear to God, it was the overhead. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Casper did the overhead, but it didn't get it wasn't an overhead because the model was still in the air.
Wait, no. Oh, totally. Oh, for real? Okay, let's. I can see this. This is okay. This is running away from Rainer real quick though. Damn.
Oof. Can I just say I don't know how all of these new age parasol players do the quick fireball into detonate thing. Like I have some like you can like hold down while doing the tier, which like you can retain down charge while doing the tier, but it's really hard for me.
With the L shot, you just like charge during the animation though, right?
I think there might be enough time. Yeah, still really hard. People do it so easily. You know what I mean?
It's all practice.
I suppose.
If you like try it in a couple of matches, you would get it too. Not gonna lie. All right, do we have? Yes, we have a new round. What are you looking for? I think we want Dana and Orion in here. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Why am I so tired?
Right. There we go. I don't know, Lutic, why are you so tired?
Yeah, I'm thinking right now. I think I slept enough, actually. Like, I slept like 7 or 8 hours.
Sometimes you just gotta take stock and be like, why the fuck is my body feeding me these feelings? Hit confirming shots into detonate isn't too hard. You just start charging as soon as you shoot.
Oh,
so true, Legend of Zolly.
that name sounds really funny to me for some reason. Legend of Zolly. I don't know. It's a nice sound. You know what I mean? Everybody expects the Elder, but then it's the Ollie.
It's it's Zolly, the long lost cousin of Link. That just or Zelda, I suppose. Fuck! I did the meme.
You did the thing.
I did the meme. The fucking the mainstream gamer humor.
Oh wow, solo squiggly. Really aggressive as well. Rushing Dana down. Low resets. Okay. Movement.
Oh my days.
Is Orion like a known player? Because
yeah, Orion's been playing with us for a while. It's been a slow and steady grind. Although he's getting better. That's totally true. I play Zelda Soul and Link Annie colors, but more importantly, just Zolly was taken on Twitch.
Ah, I see.
You know, I always found the strategy of, you know, the name plus a bunch of random numbers to be the best, but...
I'm do you know that meme from Twitter where it's like, hello, my name is first name bunch of numbers and I have some incredibly shitty opinions? Because that's like a...
Yeah, like Dave3456, like...
Yeah, like that, and then they post like some transphobic shit or something. That alone is the reason why I'd stay away from name plus bunch of numbers right now.
Listen, I think we as a society need to be better at accepting mediocrity, you know what I mean? Like some people really are just out here with like their first name plus a couple numbers just trying to do their best, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Some people are born as Habitual 12 or whatever her name is.
So true. Not everyone has like main character names. So some people here are just trying to make their Dave-like life work, you know. Anyway, yeah, the Orion here, the main character of the universe, is currently doing some shit.
No, it's not the main character of the universe. It's Orion 34.
True. I didn't even look at
Dana CWSF, meanwhile. Is there a meaning to CWSF now that I think about it?
I have no clue. Do you want to guess?
I mean, I'd suppose that if there is a meaning to it, there's probably like a meaning in Dana's native language, right?
How about
Dana's
Carnal
from...
Wench Street Fighter?
Yes, that's what we're going with.
Oh my days, that wasn't even like a true combo, but it still worked. That's really unfortunate.
Didn't want people to know my opinions on shit until after they read them. Yes, that's how you goad people into reading your text. I like it.
You know, I was trying to think of more funny alternatives, but I literally can't. Creative juice, not right here.
Yeah, I mean... 2,000 or whatever. How many Skullbats have there been? There must have been 2,000 already. 2,000 podcasts in. How can you even come up with new jokes?
It has been 141 Skullbats. We are counting them, like.
Shush.
And I have, and I have been here for all of them. But yeah, it's starting to become a thing. I've probably been here for more than half, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know when I think I started like really playing Skullbats after B-Burst 2. Oh wow.
Oh wow! Projectiles don't even matter when you just pull them in like that.
Also, Dana going with a solo Annie. That's interesting because I remember her being like a solo Robo player back in the day. And deciding to go solo Annie now instead. Oh no.
That is tragic. That is absolutely tragic. Like, yes, I bursted. I got him away. Now to put up the projectile is just, oh wait. It's squiggly.
Now to do the neutral game plan. Oop.
Yeah, man. Imagine you just like chilling, you're at a party and suddenly you hear like the opera singer just like go absolutely feral. And you can feel the room contract, you know.
That's just like in that one book.
So true! So true!
Wait, why didn't that do the launch on the dive kick?
I think that's because it's squiggly? I don't know. Any combos elude me. North Knuckle, punish, that's gonna be that.
Sweet.
And Orion 34 takes it. The main character.
Also, can I just say, like, regarding nicknames, I think that it's really whack that there's still systems out there that require, like, unique names.
It's a little strange.
Nowadays, because, like, I think as far as, like big systems go, like, Battle.net has been using, like, name plus, you know, like, a code for forever. And also you can just have like a unique user ID in the background. It doesn't really affect.
I agree. Yeah,
nicknames.
there's really no reason to have like the ID be part of the nickname. Although it is like it's kind of like an NFT in that sense. Like you own the name and no one else can get it.
Shut up.
It's on the server. Like it's your name. It's the future.
It's not even. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure there's
guys,
been like
don't buy into NFTs.
There's been like cases of people buying usernames, right? Like this has happened, I think.
Yeah, like username hogging, or like the older variant of that would be like domain snatching, I think it's called.
Domain snatching. Oh yeah, for like for URLs and stuff.
Yeah. I think like one of the biggest cases was sex.com.
Sex.com.
Which great. So somebody was thinking ahead on that one.
Wait, who snatched sex.com and who wants sex.com?
I mean, that was in the way early times of the internet. Wait,
Hi, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna find this website. Wait, this is literally just.
Yeah, there's like a whole article on it.
This is literally just a porn website, though. I was expecting something funny, but.
Yeah, nowadays it's a porn website. Because like there was like a whole big thing. It was at the time it was like the highest, like the most expensive domain ever bought or sold at the time.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because like somebody was like way ahead on like the internet for porn stuff, and then they just registered sex.com, and then when people finally got around to, hey, this internet thingy is really useful for pornography, everybody wanted to have that URL. I think that person also they had like a bunch of like really basic URLs, which I guess they didn't foresee how everything would be like branded later. Like everything has to be like a memorable brand name nowadays, you know, like Hulu or Netflix or whatever.
You can't really have like weather.com. Like that doesn't really.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't really give you the bang that you need. Even like the we probably should talk about this, but even the adult websites probably have like branding and stuff, right? I didn't know sex.com was a thing, you know.
I mean, the real bad thing about like adult websites is that most of them are like owned by the same parent company. They're called MindGeek, and they own like 85% of all traffic, or like 85 to like 90% of all porn traffic. They own like Pornhub, YouPorn, and like they own all the big tube sites, which is actually a really big deal because it's like the biggest media monopoly we currently have, and nobody wants to like tackle that because you know, it's porn and nobody wants to talk about porn apparently because it's a dirty topic or whatever.
Wait, they own 80% of the porn, like the above board porn industry, like the professionals?
They own 80% of the traffic, you know, like 80%.
Oh yeah,
or,
like the
85% of the
websites.
views.
Okay.
So there's, you know, there's like still other stuff going on, like there's OnlyFans and stuff.
Yeah, that is the adult website for the proletariat right there.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Pay for your porn, people. It's a good thing to do. Also, this podcast is probably going to be age restricted pretty soon. I have a feeling.
I think this is an interesting topic, you know. It's
No, I agree. I just think that like Twitch doesn't like stuff.
it is probably true. Like people like bitch about corporate monopoly on every other like goods and service. So it's
Yeah, I mean, imagine if like Netflix owned like all of Disney Plus as well. Like there would be an issue at some point, because like they also own like MindGeek. They have bought up all of the other like big porn studios, like most of them, because the clips were getting pushed onto the tube sites anyways, and then they wouldn't moderate them away in time. So, you know, there's like really no point in running a paid service next to
yeah, next to the free stuff.
yeah, next to the tube sites. So that's how they took over everything. And it's a complicated thing because apparently like their sets are comparatively pretty okay. Like worker safety is like a big topic in that industry. And the MindGeek sets aren't the worst, and the pay also isn't the worst, but they have a lot of control just over what happens, you know what I mean? And that alone is like a thing that I'm uncomfortable with.
Yeah, true.
And if you a really interesting topic on like I don't know if anybody even cares about this, but like one really weird thing to me is that like once a year when they publish like the stats, you know what I mean? Like there's always a big post about the porn stats every year when Pornhub releases their study or whatever.
Yeah.
And what I find really weird is that everybody just takes those at face value. Like you wouldn't believe like I don't know, like Ford's you know, like their greenhouse emissions stats. Why would you believe Pornhub's porn stats?
Wait a second. This is.
Why would they publish stats if they didn't like them? You know what I mean? And they just get uncritically
what kind of
looked at by everybody.
What kind of stats would like reflect unfavorably on like on MindGeek though? Like.
I mean, the thing is that like MindGeek, like YouTube, for example, is like a view retention site, and there's also a bunch of racism and sexism going on in like categorization, which I think that they wouldn't probably publish.
Oh. Okay. So your argument is that, you know, the stats that like make the website look more degenerate than they want it to look.
I don't like the word degenerate.
Yeah,
like, I don't
mean,
want to
just to like illustrate, but like it's like Weird Champ, like with like the different races and categories and all that, and they don't want that for their branding, so they just like shuffle that away. I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that would be an example, but like like in general, it's weird. You know, like you wouldn't trust a private company's stats because it's like that's like whenever people make claims about anything regarding to porn, they usually use those stats as a backup. And you wouldn't ever trust a private company's stats about the product they're selling unverified. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
That's just a weird thing to do uncritically.
I think it's interesting because I think that people view it uncritically because it's from the sphere of people actually doing it. You know, like if it was from someone on the outside, it would kind of feel like it was this like this judging look at it. Makes sense. But if it's coming from someone on the inside, it's more like I don't know if I can explain this properly, but clearly there's like it's like a taboo topic, like you don't want to discuss it. So it makes sense that like if someone were to come out with stats, it should come out with someone that it's just like, oh, these guys, you know, discuss it kind of thing. Makes sense. It's I think the ethos, if you will, of like the speaker is pretty important. So I understand, but your point is honestly better. Like I don't. It's probably would be better to have some sort of other way of researching this than like the fucking stats that MindGeek releases.
Yeah.
But yeah, the sex.com thing is that was the funniest part.
Anyways, are we in the next round yet? No, we're waiting on Big Tony against Helik. Have they started playing yet? Can I?
Yeah, they're
probably in Skullbats Italy Discord.
They are in a voice call in Skullgirls Italy. I'm sure they're like screaming at each other. You know, I'm sure Tony's speedrunning this just for me.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
Did you know Squiggly's jump light kick is called Coffin Nail?
No, actually. I wait. Do all the moves have?
All the moves have names. Yeah.
Damn.
You could do like. Hang on. I don't know if. I'm gonna break my old rule and do it in gameplay. I don't care. Frame data. Let's do Squiggly crouch light kick. Lunatic, please.
Oh
wait, it does it not have a name?
It doesn't say them. It doesn't say the move name.
Oh no, I have to go on the wiki.
Damn. Oh, having to open the wiki is the worst.
Yeah, I never do this.
Actually, the wiki is great. Thanks. If somebody who's running or doing stuff for the wiki is listening, you're cool.
Okay, let's see. Philia. Can I go for? Hang on, where's her moves? There we go. Standing normals. Snip snip. That's the name of jab.
Is snip snip jump medium kick?
No, it's jab.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's also two. That makes sense. Yeah.
Standing hard punch is Chompador. Standing heavy kick is Samson Boot.
You know, Tekken also does this, where like all of the moves have like names, and it was always really weird to me how like some names get adopted and some don't, and some get changed for some reason. Like for example, Asuka has like a move forward 2. It's like one of her big launches, and in game it's called Demon Slayer, which
let's go.
That's a pretty cool name, right? Like, also for the like type of move, because it's like this big launcher. It kind of like moves her forward. It can come out of nowhere. It's a really cool move.
Yeah. It's an anime move.
And then all the people call it Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy.
And I don't know where that started, especially because it's called Demon Slayer. Like, if you had to think of a nickname, like a cool nickname for that move, why wouldn't you just call it Demon Slayer? It's right there.
That's, yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like making the moves cool, though, will invariably fail. I feel like when you play fighting games, like, a lot, like, the mundanity of it, or whatever, will always, like, come in there. So you always gotta have like the catchy name, the quick catchy name kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought about this for a while when I was started to play Guilty Gear, because in Street Fighter 4 most of the moves you would just say like a generic word, like Ken's DP, or
Yeah.
like Tatsu or Fireball or Rekka or whatever. And in Guilty Gear, I don't know about Drive, but in Xrd, you almost always said like the actual name. Like it's Soul's Gunflame, not Soul's Fireball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds weird to say like I'm sitting like throwing fireballs with Soul. That doesn't sound right. And even with Kai, like people called it Stun Edge, or
Stun Dipper.
Stun Dipper. Yeah, no, Stun Edge is the name of the fireball. Stun Dipper is the slide. Or
Yeah,
they call it Greed Sever. Like in other games, you just say the overhead move or whatever.
Yeah, no. Some of the moves in Guilty Gear have like legacies to them. That's true.
And I always thought that was really cool.
Guess what? Annie Jump Heavy Punch is called.
Don't talk to me or my brother ever again.
What?
Because it's like the little brother of the nurse jump heavy punch.
Yeah, that had like the building pieces of a joke. I don't think it was assembled correctly. But yes.
Yeah, I did it the wrong way around, but you got it. Also, I called Valentine the nurse because I couldn't remember her name.
The nurse. When your blade just goes blackout where you're trying to tell a joke. Just a nurse and a girl goes into a bar. Actually, the nurse is named Valentine. That's important for the joke. Alright, what are we looking at?
What is her jump heavy punch called? Is it rolling maneuver?
Yes.
Ha! I knew it, and I definitely didn't read that from chat.
Yes, Zolly coming in with the assist right there. That's allowed. It's a team
I
game.
need backup.
Alright. We're gonna have Hillick versus Kepper the Graph, I think. Let's go.
Let's go. I'm gonna so we're 4 out of 7 rounds right now, right? Oh, this is interesting. There's a 3-way tie for first place right now. Boris, Big Tony, and Helic are all 3-1. Helic just won over. Helic won over Tony. Tony beat Boris, and Boris beat Helic? Yeah. Sweet. So all of these matches are actually really important.
Alright, pop quiz. What is Squiggly's jab called?
I don't know.
Lich slap.
If you like, I'm gonna be. Oh no, I actually can't. I do know what her slap looks like. Her jab looks like. I was gonna say I honestly wouldn't even know what it looks like, but no, I do. So why would you ever remember what the light normals are?
What? The throws have names? Oh my days. Look at Squiggly's air throw is called Drake Fang. Her static throw is called Pass Away. Excellent. Okay, well, I'll look at the match now, sorry.
All good. I mean, it's not like we were too concerned with that earlier. I think both characters. Oh no, that doesn't work.
Yeah, that does not work. Oh, you could have picked up what?
I also just thought about that. That shouldn't be.
Yeah,
possible,
I'm pretty sure Hillick just
really?
neglected
On
to
airhit?
tech or something.
Oh yeah, right. That might have been going on. Also, Casper just dropped that combo, believing Bale would do that assist, but then Bale didn't.
Yeah, Bayo always lets you down. Never trust Bayo.
Hey yo, Lab, how you doing?
Oh, she actually says pass away when you throw. Skullgirls, man. Just...
What a game.
Yeah, just... we're really out here just saying shit.
Does that mean that move is called Gigantic Python?
I'm pretty sure that one is called Gigantic Python, yeah.
Shush.
Alright,
Wait,
or...
is it not called Gigantic Arm? Have I been lied to?
Wait, or is it called 20-inch Python? I don't know.
I need to check this right now.
He says all of these things.
Gigantic Arm, it says on the witty.
Okay.
On the witty.
It is a gigantic arm, very descriptive.
When he says 120-inch Python, does it mean like 120-inch, or does it mean one, like a singular 20-inch Python? I think Bale should be more specific when he shouts the stuff.
Clearly, it's a 120-inch Python. It's not like...
Yeah, but on the wiki it's separated. Wouldn't you like write 120 together in that case?
1 feet 20 inches, 1.20-inch Python. That's not a very large Python. It's a reference to Hulk Hogan, who said he had 120-inch arms, and he called them arms.
Ah, didn't know
Pythons, yeah, okay. Yeah, Bayo apparently has a lot of wrestling stuff in his voice lines. I don't know why they bothered.
What was the 120-inch referring to then? It can't, like, the only like measurement for arms that I'm like aware of is like when you measure your bicep, you like measure around, right? But you can't have a 120-inch like, you know what I mean? Like that's like huge.
I've come to explain the arm references.
Yes.
So all the wrestling references. So Beowulf's one of his burst lines is "It doesn't matter." That's obviously a reference to The Rock and his catchphrase. It doesn't matter what you think. Then you've got 120-inch Python, which is a reference to Hulk Hogan, where he says arms like in diameter 120 inches, and he called them 120-inch pythons. Pretty sure she also has some Cactus Jack references in there. There's quite a few wrestling references with Beowulf.
But when Hulk Hogan said it, what was he alluding to? So like wingspan, basically?
No, just like the diameter of his arms, like how round.
Yeah,
like,
they're just massive.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't 100? Wait, how long is 120 inches?
They're not actually 120 inches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he was doing like an actual stat. Okay,
No.
yeah.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, because 24 inches is bodybuilder sized arm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like isn't like 20 inches like really like strong usually already, or like really big
Yeah.
for an arm, and then like yeah.
It's a reference to Hulk Hogan. Oh, it's 24-inch pythons, not 120 inches, but either way, it's still a reference. Yeah, and he would always say that when he entered the ring. It was pretty funny.
Huh. Do you really do you want to flex with your stats for a second? I don't know. I know you started doing like bodybuilding stuff, right? What's your
Powerlifting, but like my arms. My arms last time they were measured, when I wasn't doing much hypertrophy training for bigger arms, they were measured at 18 inches.
Oh, that's already a lot, I think, right? Like,
Yeah, that's a lot. The average arm size is 13.3 inches.
Wait, let me. Where do you measure? I have a measuring tape here.
You basically just measure around the entire arm, and
Yeah,
like
but at
where
what
it
point?
meets. So you go from the top of the bicep all the way around, and then you get the other bit of the measuring tape where it meets.
Yeah. 13.5, you say?
Yeah, it's 13.3 for a 20 to 29-year-old apparently.
Well, it's actually really hard to do that on yourself. Give me a second.
It is. Right, Magic, now you have to measure your arms.
My arms are just imagine the largest possible diameter, and that's my
Alright,
arms.
no. Alright, Magic. I'm gonna post a picture of Hulk Hogan in events discussion.
Okay.
This is you.
Yeah, this is me, except a little larger.
Except a little larger.
Yeah, when I flex, like this is my arms when I don't flex. But
Oh
when
yeah, I'm actually like just slightly above 13 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's about average, I assume.
I came in here for wrestling references. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first guest for our podcast. How are you feeling? Anything you want to shout out?
Oh my days.
Sure. Magic is pretty cool. Magic has pretty big arms, as seen by this image.
It's massive.
Actual picture of Magic.
Wait, where's it in events discussion?
Yeah,
Oh damn! Yeah, I can.
picture of Magic. After he's come back from riding his forklift.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm forklift certified. Didn't you know?
Oh, that's cool. Damn.
We had this discussion like in the summer, where I made the box puppet as well, and Magic was like, "Okay, I'm out. Too many box puppets."
Wait, I don't remember this. What?
Oh no! Do you not remember? I made you go insane with my box puppets.
Your box puppets?
Yeah, I made a box puppet out of an Amazon box, and you were like, "What the fuck, lab? Please stop."
Oh my days! That was so weird. I remember that.
Yeah, that was the summer. Lunatic showed us a German forklift safety video.
I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Gabelstaplerfahrer Klaus. Oh, that's the horror video that they show you, where it's like really nasty.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Do you still have the link, Magic? Oh,
I've forgotten all about this. This is.
Whip it out. Also, Catfish, who is Jake the Snake. We call my dog Jake the Snake. He doesn't have a snake inside of a bag, but you know, he is a little snaky. Oh my gosh. See,
Wow.
right now there's some skullgirls going on, but that's not important because right now Magic is certified forklift safety.
Right now we are measuring biceps and doing.
Magic's forklift certificates.
How can you commentate without your forklift certificate handy at all times? I have my IT security certifications with me at a moment's notice, right? Like, I can expect your work safety stuff to be the same, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I am carrying the entire stream. It's true. Need some electronic assistance.
I've got this PDF where it's like you are certified to be a scout leader, and I just carry that with me at all times. You know, someone asks, "Oh, you know, what are your credentials?"
You're like on a plane and like a crisis occurs, and someone's like, "Do we have a scout leader on board?"
Yes, we do. I'm also an explorer leader, and I'm also qualified to make pretty good mac and cheese.
Holy shit!
Does it say that on the certification? Like,
but what is the deal with airline mac and cheese? Is the question.
It's not mine. We actually... Okay, I was talking last night, my co-leaders, they just straight up said to me, on the next camp, you're making mac and cheese. I was like,
Nice.
okay. Oh. I've got to cook for 20 fucking 14-year-olds mac and cheese. Oh. But yes.
I mean, mac and cheese is a good volume food. You know what I mean? Like, you can just always double the amount.
You can add some bacon in there as well, it's super good. Oh, so good. I'm actually making mac and cheese.
I've never contemplated the sin of gluttony more than after I tried mac and cheese. It is.
I'm gonna say I'm like low-key lactose intolerant, and like too much cheese is like not good. That's why I've been mostly vegan actually for like a while now.
Thanks
like
for the follow, 7 Solid, 7 Smoky 7. Thanks so much.
If you expect the Skullbats streams to be of this quality each week, you know, oh, I'm sorry to disappoint.
Sorry, you were saying, Olympic?
Huh? Oh no, this is just like random conversation.
There's like the mac and cheese that has had me contemplating lust, and there's the donuts. American donuts is the most depraved shit I have ever tasted. I've seen no one else discussing this, but I think it's just it's like a hidden truth of the world.
What's different about American donuts as opposed to?
I've tasted those. That's the difference, and I'm never tasting that again.
Lust. Magic is lusting for mac and cheese.
No, I didn't say lust.
Yeah, you said lust.
I think you said the wrong sin.
I meant
The second time around.
I meant gluttony. Whatever. It's. I'm not contemplating lust while eating donuts. I'm not doing this.
Once again, Skullbats is your weekly podcast featuring with SG footage in the background.
Okay, listen, guys. All right. Here's the thing. I hadn't tried donuts before I went to vacation in America, and when I was there, I was like, I better try donuts, because that's like American. So I tried it, and I was like, this is so fucking awful, and I've never eaten donuts ever again since.
Oh, you should come to the UK. All the seaside donuts are pretty delicious.
I'm gonna say I'm basic like that. I think like the what are they called, Dunkin' Donuts? Like we have those now in most cities in Germany, and I think they're pretty neat. I have only eaten the because a bunch of the people that I hang out with and that I know are vegan now. I always eat vegan as well. So the vegan donuts are really good.
Did you see the crouch heavy punch Hillick did? Holy shit, the spacing.
You've broken the rule of the podcast. You've talked about the SG footage going on in the background. But yes, I did see that crouch heavy punch. You did.
That was actually a really nice footsie.
Yeah, that was some footsie gameplay right there coming from Big Bad.
Footsies in SG banned. DQ.
What is this? Just cheating? Like what the fuck?
Fucking cheats.
Also, I want to see how Casper fights this matchup. Getting hit by Timpani.
The classic.
I can identify with this.
I low-key think Hillick is becoming the best big man in Europe. That's my take.
What do you mean becoming?
He's getting better. He's getting better. I don't know.
What the fuck, Magic? I'm right here. I feel offended.
Hey, listen, Lab. I love you, but I mean, if we're talking like big band quality gameplay.
You just want to see my Robo Fortune more, don't you? That's what you want to see. That's what people fight me for.
Goading.
Hey, I appreciate the other parts of you as well. Like
all people love me for is my 2MK 5HK on block.
No,
oh my god, that block string is so stupid.
It's so dumb, and Magic loses to it all the time, and it's so fucking funny.
Listen, you give me like 10 games to like download it, I'll beat you like easy.
And I'll still beat you.
No, listen.
Go to listen to Lab, you're a liar.
you think you got me? Listen, all I need is 10 games. I need 10 games.
And I will beat you 10-0. I'll beat you 20-0. Oh well.
Yeah, sure, and then you'll choke in tournaments. Cause,
I may have to drug you up slightly, but I'll beat you 20-0.
Okay. And the drug strategy.
I love the slightly. That's like putting it like in moderation.
Slightly. I mean, he's got 24 hit jobs. What am I gonna do? He'll just choke slam me right under the floor at Revo. We'll be at the commentator's table, and then I'll just be sitting there.
Oh my god! And Magic is coming in with a chair!
And Magic will just come in and throw a chair at me. See, how much are those foldable chairs? I might just like buy my own and take it to Revo next year. Just in case.
Always have your own chair with you. It's just practical as well. You can just like on the tube. You just kind of.
Shit! You can get 2 of them for 60 quid.
Oh, that's kind of expensive though, isn't it?
But it's 2 of them, and they're quality.
Dual wielding chairs is too much power for one person.
Okay, this is all my shit posts are going in events discussion tonight. I hope you're all satisfied.
We have a new round, right?
Yes. I'd like to point out I have the bracket on one monitor and then an Amazon page on the other.
Let's have Orion versus
going on your monitor even. I don't have a controller plugged in since I joined the lobby. Which, because my hitbox I have to have it on my lap, otherwise that's really heavy.
Oh, this one's 16 quid. Okay, yeah. Oh, there's only one left in stock though. Oh, and this I can have it in banana color or white.
Oh, cool! You can like design your outfit right now. Like color select. Just look into your closet and see like what colors you can match.
Yeah, listen.
Oh,
I don't know much about fashion, alright? Like, Valk always makes fun of me because it's like, I don't know what like silhouettes are, like hairstyles or whatever. But
I just.
but I do know colors, alright? I saw one cheat sheet about like good colors that match together once, and that's my entire knowledge of fashion, and I've been using this for like years now.
I saw a thing on Amazon that my grandma used to have. It's a fold-out sofa bed. I used to sleep in it when I went to my grandma's. It was fucking horrible, let me tell you that much. Those things were itchy.
What's going on? What's going on here?
It's neutral. What do you talk about? Like both players just patiently waiting.
Oh, holy shit. Solo v solo. This is not Skullgirls banned. Whoever plays solo now, you're banned.
It's for all my male viewers, alright, which is probably all of them, but for all of you guys, I just want to say, the cheat code for fashion is you buy the brown pants, and those fit way better with all other colors than like the standard like gray or whatever.
Wait, Stan, isn't like the most basic pants to wear are jeans, no?
Yeah,
like,
the jeans color. That's what I meant. Yeah, the
Jeans color?
the jeans color.
whatever. I don't know
my
colors. What do you want
color.
from me?
But there's like different colors, different color jeans.
No, shut up. Like the standard like bluish like thing or whatever.
Okay, I can see why you need a sheet for that. Yeah,
You listen.
I'm starting to understand.
I saw. I'm not joking.
Actually, buying brown pants is actually a pretty good idea.
Yes,
as
just
color-
buy the
colors
brown
of
pants.
those.
Yes.
I also have a set of like light brown pants that work really well with like popping colors. It's really nice.
I've got
Listen, Zole
Blacks.
in chat. Zole in chat is deluded. His mind is darkened.
I've
Zole.
got black jeans, black cargo trousers, blue jeans, and some camo trousers.
Wait,
Oh, and some black cargo shorts.
camo trousers?
Yeah, they're just camouflage pattern.
Yeah, camouflage pants.
Yeah, my favorite coat is also camouflage pattern. I wear it quite often.
I just bought a really nice sweater. It arrived today. It's like big pink, blue, white. It almost looks like a trans pride flag actually, but it's not the right.
Oh, is it like the sideways
Geometry.
stripes?
No, it's not striped. It's like it's a fade from like from pink to white, pink to blue to white. But it's not the actual pride flag.
Because when it comes to stripes, you want the vertical stripes. You don't want the horizontal ones. Because the verticals make you look a little bit slimmer, but the horizontal ones make you look a little bit wider. So.
I mean, I've always heard that, but also at the same time, have you seen like the outfit that like the New York Yankees wear?
I actually have not.
that
No.
shit.
What you do instead is you just wear a singlet everywhere. That's how I live my life. I leave all my clothes, I just have a weightlifting singlet and I rip all my clothes off and then powerlift everything in sight.
That sounds like a good strategy. 3/4 pants hideous or not? No, they aren't. You can totally rock 3/4 pants.
You can rock anything if you try hard enough, you know.
Yes.
Wait, which quarter is missing?
That. Oh my god!
It's out.
I presume the bottom one.
That sounds like pretty funky fetish wear, honestly. I didn't know you were into that kind of stuff, Magic.
Assless chaps.
Yeah, assless chaps, kind of hot, not gonna lie. But like,
I mean,
that's not what we're talking about.
What the fuck? They're 110 pounds. Why? There's just a picture of this man looking so confident wearing leather assless chaps. Oh my god, this is beautiful.
That's just the Friday. No, wait, it's Saturday. That's just the Saturday podcast. Don't worry about it.
well, I thought it was a fair
no, but
question.
like three-quarter pants are really cool. Like you can pair them up, especially if you have like sneakers or something that are like what's the word? That go like a little bit up to the ankle. You know what I mean? Like that aren't like very short, but like go up for a little bit. Like I think those fit really well together. And there's like a lot of styles that you can use three-quarter pants with. Pretty cool.
You know, I kind of like the I don't know if this is the right term for it, but kind of like the 5/4 pants. You know, the ones that go like way down there and
Long jeans.
yeah, long jeans. Thank you. Like it's like touching the
Do you
ground.
mean the ones that like taper out? Or
Yeah, like the 80s,
or
and
like a little
tapers.
bit wider.
Yeah, this kind of thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need this to come back. I feel like this is something. we need.
That's like your thing. I mean you can totally wear those. I think those work.
You can make anything, again, you can make anything work if you try hard enough and you're committed.
Bell bottoms. What's that?
Yeah, those are called bell bottoms with the really long jeans that like flare out at the bottom.
Oh yeah, because it's I get it.
I mean, I'm not gonna try anything. I found my color sheet, and that's all I'm gonna do. Like,
All I'm gonna do is carry on wearing the same outfit of button-up shirt, t-shirt, jeans, or a jumper.
That's like, wait, what?
wait, yo,
That's like 4 things. What?
wait, yo, catfish coming into Yvette's discussion with the alternate look that none of us considered, the wide jeans, huge jorts.
Yo.
Actually used to do that all the time as a kid. I used to like, when I was like, it was the school non-uniform day, people would bully me for it, but you know, I felt so cool of tucking my jeans into my socks. My sister said I looked stupid as well, but her opinion didn't matter to me.
I mean, that's like, there's like a thing of like rotating styles. I remember that there was, I saw like some pictures of like NBA introduction classes. Like, you know, like the new players every year take like a picture together. And they all wear suits. And then there was like, over the course of 3 years, like white suits went out of fashion. And if you look back at like the classes of what was like 04, 05 or something now, it looks ridiculous because they all wear like suits that look like they are 2 sizes too big. But that was the style back then, and it's like the same with like those kinds of like wide clothing. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a style thing, I guess.
We all need to wear zoot suits at Revo. I'm pretty sure this is the plan now.
Yo, showed up with the
Zoot suits.
Yes, zoot suits.
Wait, are those those full body like colored thingies?
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of Peep Show recently, British humour, and I really like one of the episodes. I just mentioned zoot suits, and I'm like, I think we should just get a shitload of these for Revo. Everyone wears one of these, and that's how we commentate top 8. Of course, it's just me and Magic on commentary the entire time, except for when we win the whole tournament.
I kind of like better, like, just, you know, everyone just goes in, like, Wait, what are you laughing at?
Did anybody check events discussion? There's,
Oh my days!
so what are these called?
Oh
I
my...
wouldn't even...
Those are my 3/4 jeans, I don't know what you mean.
Oh my days. This isn't too bad.
You know, like, I gotta try that at some point, but I want to try the one suspender on, one suspender off look at some point. You know what I mean? When you have like belts with like, is that the word in English? Suspenders, right? Like when you don't have a belt, but you have a thing
Those
on
are
your
called
over your shoulders.
braces. Those are called braces in the UK.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, like I want to try the one on, one off look for those because I think that looks so cool on other people. I don't know.
It's a look. I don't know. I feel like you need to have a specific type of energy to pull it off, but I don't know.
I just wear dungarees, that's all I do.
Dungarees?
Dungarees, yeah. I think they're really cool, and like I really like the denim dungarees because it's like, oh yes, I can wear jeans without wearing jeans.
What's dungarees?
Dungarees are like classic farmer outfit level stuff.
Wait, how do you write that? D-U-N-G-A-R-E-E-S?
DUNGRAE.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dungarees. Okay, yeah. No, I got you. Yeah, these look cool.
Yeah, I love these things. They're great. I wear them all the time.
I think I heard the word dungarees in a Kendrick Lamar song. Other than that, I have no idea what it is.
The problem is, my dungarees are too small for me now, so I have to buy a new pair.
That's unfortunate.
Let's wait for that 20th.
But that's also a nice problem to have when lifting, right?
Yes and no. All my jeans split because my thighs are so powerful. It just split down the fucking middle, so I've had to like get jeans a size above what I'm used to now. It's great.
Well, the question, Catfish, is why are suits illegal in Los Angeles?
Banned.
Oh my god.
Or like
That's
suits.
That's what we did to the zoot suits. We just banned them.
Maybe they were associated with like, because I was thinking is like old timey gangster. You know what I mean? Maybe they are like somehow connected to like, I don't know, like mafia violence in the U.S. I don't know.
It's Italian discrimination. Wait,
Oh,
this
like
isn't even...
I mean, you say that as a joke now, but that was a very real thing.
Oh yeah. It was a real thing. Now it's kind of a meme.
Oh, they were unpatriotic. Kind of like Magic when anyone goes against the 1984 Constitution in SGEU.
What?
Yeah, I should make like documents like this. Yeah, just.
Aren't you like? Didn't you say? Didn't you say to me once, "I want to carry on being supreme leader" or something? Or am I just stupid?
I'm gonna keep being dictator for a while. Yes.
Okay.
I'm
so
keeping up the puppets, Tony. Like.
So what you can do, Magic, is when you have the need for a second supreme leader, hit me up. I'm more than willing to assassinate the people that betray the country.
Oh, okay. You'll assassinate the enemies of SGEU.
Yeah.
What does it mean when you say more than willing? Like you have already done so, or like?
Wait, what?
I've already done so several times.
I see.
Fun fact, in the North Korean weightlifting team, they have spies from the government on it. So, like, when they go out to, like, outside of country competitions like the World Championships, the athletes can't flee the country. Well, they can't, like, make a group and just try and flee the country.
Wait, from which country?
From North Korea.
Oh, North Korea. Yeah, that makes...
Wait, this is so funny. Look at what Ippolit typed in chat. The Zoot Suits riots. Apparently they rioted.
Anti-Mexican youth riots. What?
This is so good. Like the people in charge really were just like, people are rioting in the streets wearing Zoot suits. What do we do? Well, we ban Zoot suits, obviously. This is clearly the right call. Like.
That's what I would do.
This is how you solve the problem. No more suits, no more rioting.
Best Korea does it again.
Yeah, based Korea coming in here.
What?
Best Korea does it again.
So why is this direct?
Why am I not hired as SGU's official spokesperson? You could just like have me go out to all the other people, and I'm just like, Best Korea does it again. Moon shoes? Holy shit. Holy shit, I love moon boots.
Moon shoes?
Moon shoes. I love these. Oh, they're so cute.
What are moon shoes? What?
Google them.
Huh?
They're amazing.
I can see like Nike moon shoes and then like
From children.
I don't know, like super platform thingies. Like yeah, children's toys thingies.
What the fuck? Is this like artificial gravity boots?
Round 7 started, by the way.
Oh, let's go. What do we got?
Wait, is there a deciding match right now? Tony and Boris are 5-1. Oh, I think if Boris, it's just on Boris because Tony has a buy right now, and I think in that.
Yeah, he got this. We're just gonna
I want to
He'll-
buy Heelys, but they are a lot of money at the lip.
We're gonna do
Anyway.
Hillick and Lariat.
That's fun.
Oh, Heelys are the ones with the roll in the back, right?
Yeah,
Like
with the
shoes
wheels.
With the wheel, yeah. I had a pair of those too. I was
I was
for a hot minute that was really cool.
I was contemplating the sin of envy when those were popular. I
Contemplate.
I did not have it, and I wanted it so bad.
Yeah, no, I understand. There was like sliding on those is like a mood, you know what I mean? Like people be walking around you and you're just casually sliding down the
When my
street.
brother was at university, he just turned 20 at the time. Yeah, he was 20 at the time. I went to go see him. He just started strolling along in his Heelys. He just started wheeling along the pavement in Chester, and I was like, okay. They make adult Heelys. They do catfish. I found some SpongeBob ones.
Just imagine
Nice.
you're gonna do like a drug deal or whatever, and you're like, you show up. It's like an abandoned warehouse. You show up with your like bag of cash or whatever.
Alright, gang, split!
Alright, guys, wheel away, and it's just Tommy gun fire. Fun fact, Uzis are legal in the UK. That just made me think of that. You can buy a .22 Uzi if you have the fucking license for it. Or,
Oh,
God.
days.
UK gun laws are fun. Because, like, the UK is one of the safest places when it comes to firearms, and it's like, most of it is because, have you got a license for that?
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not fun.
a state after my own liking.
What's not fun is, they tried to charge me $1,000 for a telly license I didn't need.
A
Yeah,
telly license?
literally
TV
1984.
So,
Oh
like,
my
I have
days.
a TV in my room, but I don't need a TV license because I don't use BBC iPlayer on it. So, because all I use is Netflix.
Uh-huh.
And like, all four, which doesn't need a TV license. So I basically I got sent an angry message from the government that said, "Dear student, you haven't contacted us since we last wrote to you. Our record show this address is still not covered by a TV license. If you watch or download BBC programs on iPlayer or record live TV programs on any channel or device, you could be committing an offence." Then I had to go to tvlicense.co.uk/uni and either buy a TV license or let them know I didn't need one.
Damn.
And basically, I ignored the letter. The maximum penalty is criminal conviction, a £1,000 fine, plus any legal costs I may be ordered to pay.
Ooh, sheesh.
The UK does not mess around with their licenses.
Yeah, I mean, we have a similar thing in Germany, but you pretty much, like, you can argue that you don't have to. Or actually, I think now that the law has changed, every household has to pay for what we call GEZ, which is all of our state-funded like media stuff. Like we have 2 TV channels, like a bunch of YouTube things, or like internet things, I suppose. And honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like we have public news shows, for example, for that. I used to be big mad about having to pay that because I don't own a TV, but I watched a bunch of the documentaries they release, and like they upload all of their stuff into the internet as well, like the TV stuff. So
See, I own a TV, but I only use it to play my PS4, my GameCube, and my Switch. So yeah, I'm only using it to play Lego Harry Potter. I'm not using it to fucking pirate Deadly 60. Deadly 60 was the time. That's like British nostalgia, so I don't really understand it. But fun thing, the host of Deadly 60 is actually a lecturer at my university. So I'm like one of my childhood heroes, just a lecturer.
What on earth is
Damn.
Deadly 60?
Basically, this guy Steve Batcher would go around the world, and he would basically find the top deadly 60th animals on the planet. My favorite episode was the king cobra, the hippo. Hippos are actually fucking
hippos
terrifying.
are really scary. Yeah, never get in between a hippo and water, gang. Like you really don't want to do that.
I thought about it for a second. I was like, what's the deadliest animal on the planet? a hippo because it's got no natural predators.
So true.
Then they break cars like they're nothing. They can literally flip trucks over.
Yeah, you don't really
what
want to
about-
mess with hippos, it's true.
What about polar bears?
Polar bears are also like really fucking dangerous, and they actively hunt humans. But
Yeah.
they don't. They get stopped by like orca whales and shit and walruses
Really?
because like
Yeah,
they'll
but I mean, I'm not a walrus. I'm not a.
They'll only
I'm not a whale or whatever. So like,
pick a walrus out of desperation because normally they eat like seals and stuff. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. But yeah,
like I think like the really scary thing about like polar bears to me is that they will hunt you. You know what I mean? Like most other animals, if you don't fuck with them, they really don't care that much.
because they didn't evolve around people, so they're not scared of them. It's really, really interesting because you can see the same thing in snakes when it comes to the king snake and Batesian mimicry. So like, so the theory goes, why doesn't all snakes look like a king snake? Because you can just mimic a king snake, which is a deadly venomous snake. Because not all animals evolve within the range of the king snake, so not all know to be scared of it. And thus, them evolving for each other's natural ranges would mean it's useless for, say, a king cobra to look exactly like a king snake, because it's going to be fucking useless to you. You know, that animal has no idea what you are, and you're just a tasty meal to them because you're brightly coloured and out in the open. So yeah, I thought that was a really, really interesting theory. Yeah. But yeah, you can, like, that's the thing. You can see that with people and polar bears because we evolved outside the natural ranges. They're not scared of us, whereas like, well, everything else got hunted by us. So it's like, yep.
yeah, I mean, I suppose that there's like a like the thing that's so scary about like a bunch of animals, honestly, like when they actually aggro, is that you really can't do anything about it unless you already have like proper equipment with you and are trained or like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, like with polar bears, they will just attack you for whatever, and then you really can't do anything about it unless you're already like in a car. Because like I think even like most guns won't stop them, like unless it's like something, you know, like proper big. Like they will just fuck you up while dying anyways, and then, you know, that doesn't really matter to you then, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, if you get like aggroed by like a snake or something, good chance running away, or good chance climbing a tree. That, you know, those are both horrible options. If you aggro like a fucking polar bear, yeah, you are dead.
I mean, if you aggro a snake, I think isn't the biggest issue isn't usually like the land speed, isn't it? Like getting to a hospital quick enough. Like that's the scary part, no?
Oh yeah. Because like some snakes can kill in like, I think it's the venom takes effect in about an hour, 30 minutes. That's how potent it is. Isn't
that time to die, not time to like not be able to like properly navigate in a car, for example, which you would need to do?
That's time to die, but like keep in mind, if it's a neurotoxic venom, your nerves are gonna get fucked. Your heart's gonna get fucked, so you probably don't want to be the one driving in that situation if you're bitten by a snake. Which is why whenever you should go out backpacking anywhere in the wild, you probably want to take a friend with you. So, Magic, next time you go out and see a legless lizard and confuse it for a snake, take a friend with you.
Yeah, I mean,
actually did confuse it for a snake, and then I had to lecture him about how it's actually a snake. It's not a snake, it's a legless lizard.
And with that, Skullbats 141 is finished.
I think we haven't talked about Skullgirls in like 4 rounds.
But that's gonna be that.
No, we talked about one Weed Blaster and how free magic is to 2 MK, 5 HK.
Okay, yeah, fuck you, whatever. What I want to know is the thing where people get bit by snakes. And then, like, someone else sucks out the poison, like, spits it out.
Yeah, that's a myth. That can cause it to actually spread faster around the body.
I see, because that's what I thought I heard, that wasn't actually, like, a good plan.
Yeah.
How does that work, though? It seems logical that you could just, like, suck it out and spit it out.
No, because it travels way too fast to actually get sucked out.
Yeah, right. Like, blood circulation is pretty quick.
Yeah, like, if you think about it, Magic, by the time you're bit, it's already like you're already fucking on your deathbed.
Ippolit with the good advice. Just let yourself be partially mauled by polar bears enough times to develop immunity.
Exactly. Also, human mouths full of germs. Exactly, Ippolit. You're like more likely to get infected by some guy like sucking your arm in the middle of the fucking desert because you got bit by a diamondback rattlesnake. When what you should do is apply pressure to the wound and call a hospital immediately. Yeah.
What does the pressure do?
The
Hey, listen,
pressure-
Tony, I didn't say this.
let
What
me
is
get
this
my...
disinformation right here?
I'm gonna have a book on this on my shelf about how to treat snake bites.
Cool.
Snake bite treatment, page 24. Give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Do not try and kill or capture the snake if bitten. This is likely to result in further injuries. If it is already been killed, do not handle it. Snakes will often bite sometime after apparent death if touched, because, like, basically, head thing, it's really weird. No timing should be lost for getting treatment for viper poisoning, but undue haste can be dangerous. Even a bad untreated case of a viper bite is unlikely to cause death in less than 24 hours. Avoid vigorous activity and never cut or suck a snake bite. There you go. That's like, if bitten.
Avoid vigorous activity. Oh yeah.
So, do not cut or suck a wound or allow anyone else to do so, as this increases the risk of secondary infection, and cutting is also likely to cause shock. Do not put strong disinfectants or potassium
Wait, you're not supposed to disinfect?
on the bitten area. If swelling develops, keep bitten part immobile as possible and get medical attention, preferably at a hospital. Vigorous activity will spread the venom. Ugh. There you go. That's why you shouldn't do vigorous activity.
Wait, why are you not supposed to disinfect? That seems counterintuitive to me.
TLDR basically fucks with the wound and could cause shock. It'll get cleaned up properly at a hospital.
What did they even do at the hospital? I feel like
If
everything
you're
has been
allergic to the
prohibited
venom,
here.
they'll apply anti-venom and they'll clean out the room properly.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've read, there's apparently like one anti-venom cocktail that you get nowadays that has like the anti-venom for all the venoms that you could get,
Damn.
you know.
So,
So like
The
as far
anti-snake.
as like snake bites go, at least, or like toxic animals, or venomous animals. Sorry, not toxic.
we can end the tournament now. All the scores are in. Let me just...
Oh yeah, the classic venomous toxic distinction.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's venom and poison. So both are toxins. Both have toxins, but poisons are alkaloids. Thus, they're only effective when ingested. So you could like inject straight up fucking poisons into your blood cells and be fine. But it's only when you ingest it that it becomes harmful because it reacts with the stomach acid. Whereas venom, you can eat venom and be fine. But if you inject venom into your bloodstream, you're fucked because that's when it's harmful.
Cool.
Also, Mr. Boss won Skullbats. GG's, boss.
Yeah, let's go over real quick.
What's Skullbats? This is the SGEU podcast.
Yes,
Featuring
SGU
Snakebite.
podcasts with Skullbats happening in the background.
First off, we have Donna in 9th place. We have Orion in 8th place. We have Laria in 7th place. We have Rainer in 6th place. We have Bombat in 5th place. We have Kepper in 4th place. We have Tony in 3rd place. We have Hillick in 2nd place. And we have Mr. Bors in 1st place. Congratulations upon winning the tournament, Mr. Bors. Very nice. That was what I was going to say. Yes, congratulations. Do a little clapping, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway. Yes, here we go. Okay, yeah, thank you. Very nice.
Well done, Mr. Boris.
Okay, yeah.
Well
excellent.
done, Boss Mister. I remember watching the old PS4 Evo videos, VODs, and like, Mr. Boss's real name just actually sounds like a fucking final boss.
What?
You really don't want to say it out loud right now, I think.
I
Yeah.
do not.
We're
But,
not trying
yeah.
to dox Mr. Bors over here.
Yeah.
I do not. But yeah, if you want to see it, check out the old Evo UK. Check out the old Evo PS4 VODs because it's on there. It's a final boss name. I will just say that.
I don't know, Russian names are cool sometimes.
They are cool. Yeah, my name's French. I picked my name. I was like, holy shit, my name's French. Oh.
Accidental Francophile.
No, I don't like French culture. I just accidentally picked a French name.
Huh. Wait,
Isn't
how do you
like-
accidentally pick a French name?
Because I was like, this name's cool. I Google it. Oh, it's French.
Wait, can you DM me your name? I thought I knew what your name was. I didn't know that was a French name.
It's Marie. It's like French. Is it like a saint?
Yeah, I watched a thing and I was like, oh, it's Marie. Oh, it's French. I was like, for fuck's sake. On the plus side, it means
Fonts.
bitter.
But yeah, that's right. It
Marie.
means bitter. That's right.
And marine. It's great.
Guess what my name means?
Thorbear, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I remember that because every time I think of Torbjorn, I'm just like, huh, Thorbear.
It just means like strong bear. That's
That's like the gayest name possible, though. Strong Bear.
what? No.
Yeah, yeah. Kind of true.
Yeah.
But my name means spear.
Yo, spear?
Yeah.
Very like phallic. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We have two of the gayest names that we could think of as gayest name meanings.
It do be like that, and yeah.
Especially Magic obsessed with his strong bears, honestly.
I'm not. What?
I'm joking, Magic.
Oof, oof, oof.
Oof. This is why I'm not allowed to be co-dictator yet.
I'm just spearing indiscriminatory of gender. It's just how I roll.
I'm just bitter towards everything.
I mean, having your name mean bitter, like an emotion, is kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, like the thing is, I picked my name because I was like, oh, I like this name. My other name I was going to pick was Mary, and I was like, that's from the Bible, that's a virgin. I'm already virgin enough, I don't need to be named after one. So
Can I just say, as far as like wrestling stuff goes, like my first name, like if you follow the name route back, goes to Spear, and my surname, if you follow the name route back, goes to Savage.
Spear
So,
Savage?
Yeah, pretty much, or Savage Spear or whatever.
Oh my days! Lunatic is a Lancer
like-
class.
That's like wrestling shit right there. I'd definitely be like something Savage, and then my finishing move would be the spear. You know, like the Triple H thingy.
yeah.
Yeah, the move that was called the spear.
I remember one guy, I had an old friend in high school. He just randomly tackled me in the hallway and just shouted spear. That's just on my way to maths.
Damn. Yeah, I used to wrestle, like not like entertainment wrestling, but like, you know, like Greco-Roman.
Wrestling. Yeah.
And I had a pretty good single leg. I think I could learn how to spear. It's not that hard, I think.
You mean like spear throwing or like thrusting?
No. As in a spear is in the wrestling.
The wrestling move.
Wait, is that a... Oh, I was totally off the conversation.
Okay, so actually, on the side topic of spear throwing, so the Javelin world record is actually unbreakable. It was set by a German guy in one of the Olympics, and he basically, like, with the old Javelin, he went to the point where it almost went outside the fucking arena.
Ugh.
That's how far he threw it.
Wait, why do you say it's unbeatable though?
Because basically they changed the Javelin so it wouldn't go as far. So,
Okay. Wait, but why is it still the same record then? That seems unfair.
because it's the same event. So it's kind of that record has been set for years. Also, one thing I found out recently is like the world shot put record is very similar to the old British record set by Jeff Capes in the 1980s. So he set a shot put record of about 22 meters. It was 21.96 meters, and the current world shot put record is about 22.9 meters. I'm just thinking that's a whole nother meter. in about 40 years of time.
Do you really have
That's-
these numbers and names in your head?
Yeah.
This is...
I remember
I mean-
a lot of weird facts like that.
That's actually like I don't know what the like purported maximum distance is. Like like possible physical maximum that you could shot put.
Yeah.
Like I know that like a lot of records have seen a lot of gain because back in the days people thought I'm saying like 50s to 80s now. People thought like that average physique is like the best in every sport. And nowadays, like people are like
They
maxing.
min-max.
Yeah, it's basically like min-maxing. Like for example, like Michael Phelps has like a very long wingspan compared to like most people, which obviously is very useful in swimming because like
you want
having
the length.
longer arms gives you more like more force.
Yeah.
In that sport. And that's like one of the reasons why like a lot of records got broken.
Yeah, I think like the world champion for like ski hopping as well was like just light as a twig. Like this
A
is
lot
just...
of world records, our understanding of sports stuff and stuff is like sports science and training and stuff has evolved dramatically. But like, there's certain people who've always done well. Genetic freaks, if you will. And that's why Jeff Capes was like not only an amazing shot putter and as well as distances still stand up today, he was also an amazing strongman. And if you put those athletes that did really, really well back then in modern times, they would still dominate, and it's really cool to see. Yeah, something I read up on about a lot.
Yo,
Yeah, I now that I think about it, shot putters usually do have like strongman bodies, right? Like it's
Yeah,
a very like mass oriented sport in that sense.
you kind of use your whole body for the shot put, like,
Yeah.
because you gotta twist your upper body like as you throw the thing, right?
And it's very explosive as well.
Yeah.
I accidentally broke a shot put record at my school, like a school shot put record. I wasn't even trying. That's not, yeah, it's 12.
That's
Holy
cool.
shit.
Yeah, we that's something that I wanted to talk about. We did javelin or spear throwing at school once. Which is like, as far as like trying a sport once, I think like spear throwing is really hard because like with throwing balls or whatever, you know, like far throwing or like stuff like that. Like spears are really scary, and some people are dicks in school. So like yeah, don't do that to kids. Don't give them
When that
spears.
one
It's a
kid
bad
gets
idea.
the spear and you just feel like an impulse to run.
And then you just start throwing it at the guy next to you because he
Oh
copied
my
off you in a maths test once. Oh, that's my plan.
Actually, like throwing spears is really, really hard. Like just from the like, most people got like almost no range, or if they managed to, they got like pretty solid.
Oh yeah,
distance.
Magic, you kept the Eurofight 67 text for this whole Skullbats.
Oh wow, really? Damn.
Yeah.
Huh?
I can't believe it's because I wasn't here to notice that until the very end. You know, if I was, you know...
This is the
Yeah, Ippolit, that's what I'm saying. I think that was insane that like we all were able to like, you know, and then one lesson the sports teacher was like, okay, everybody grab a spear. We're gonna do some spear throwing today.
Yeah, with us they were like, oh, be very careful, and then they told us a story about some guy who went to the fucking hospital because he like got like a javelin lodged in his back, and I was just like...
At your schools, was there also at German schools there was a strict no like snowball fighting policy, snowball throwing? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that. But
did you guys also have the story where like there was like ice in a snowball and then some kid
Yep.
we had rocks.
lost like an eye?
We
Oh,
had
it was
rocks and
rocks at your
snowballs.
school?
But people used to not even make snowballs. What they used to do is they used to kick you down to the floor. This happened to me like 4 times, and they used to pelt you. There used to be like 5 or 6 kids. They used to pelt you in snow, and it was called a snow bath. It happened to me 3 times in one day. It happened to one guy, and he got hypothermia, and he had to like go to the fucking hospital.
Oh my god.
11-year-old kids were savages back then.
Oh, days.
Yeah, we called that soaping. Some weird
We called
reason.
it kridning.
I had one guy I wore my waterproof trousers, luckily, but with my regular trousers. But this guy poured snow down people's trousers. He would like open up their fucking trousers, just pour snow in them, like, and then he used to push you over, and that happened to me a lot.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
Kids are the worst.
They are. Keep in mind, like, one time this happened to me when I was 15. I went out with, like, my friend.
Wait, when you were 15? Oh my
Yeah,
god, what
my
the
friend
fuck?
messaged me. I was like, I'm not friends with her anymore, obviously. But he was like, oh, do you want to go out? You know, it's a snow day. We don't have to go into school. So I was like, yeah, sure. Took me out, kicked me down in the local park, threw snow at me. Yeah, it was like,
And you were both 15?
yeah.
What the fuck?
What was going on in that person's head that morning?
I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I'm
that guy
gonna
was-
ruin somebody's day today.
That guy was also. That guy was always like that. It was like the slightest thing, he'd fucking do that to you. Like one guy annoyed him, so he just jumped on his back in the middle of a fucking lesson once. I was just like, okay.
School stories are so funny. I don't know.
And then he said I'd never get a job, and he made a bunch of memes about me. And then what happened after that is now he works at McDonald's.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why are people like this? I mean, the worst thing that happened at my school was someone threw a chair out the window. That was like...
Oh no, we had a guy punch a teacher. That was
Oh,
fun.
okay.
We also had a guy rip a tap out from a chemistry lab. Level 17 people are just listening to these stories now. Join in. Yeah. So there was this guy Taylor. He ripped a tap out of a chemistry lab. So what I did is I ran all the way to the back of the classroom and picked up everyone's bags who were like already left them there. And then I got called in by my old biology teacher. I loved it a bit. She just sat me down and was like, "So, did you see what Taylor did?" And I was like, "Yeah, he ripped the tap out, miss." And then she was just like, what the fuck? Why would he do that? I was like, I don't know, he thought it was funny. So yeah, that kid got in deep shit for like 2 weeks. Yeah. People would get egged for their birthdays, so
What
you
the
could never...
Oh my god.
People
What
it.
the- Ah.
This is like psychological.
I think the worst thing that ever happened at my school that I can remember, like not in terms of like bullying stuff or like whatever was happening at your guys' stuff, but like dangerous in a sense where I'm upset about it now that I think about it, is that one time there was a fire alarm and it wasn't a drill, and the teacher was like, nah, let's finish this I don't even know what to call it. In Germany, in the beginning of a lesson, one kid has to go to the front and gets like questioned on the contents of last lesson, and you never know what kid it's gonna be.
Oh, that's also pretty whack.
And then you get graded on it. It's really, really fucked.
You gotta keep them sharp.
But like some kid was being asked questions, and then the fire alarm went off, and the teacher was like, "No, we're gonna finish this." And the teacher got into hella trouble, I think, because we were like 10 minutes late or whatever, and it wasn't the drill. Like there was like it was nothing bad happened. There was like a some type of smoke buildup in like one of the chemistry labs, and that like triggered the fire alarm. But it was like a full, like a
like a situation.
firefighter,
Yeah.
they like train came to the school and stuff. Like it was a serious thing, and yeah, I think the teacher got chewed out pretty bad. But of course, he'd never apologized to us or even brought it up again. Which I think is hella fucked.
Yeah, one of the things that is kind of really important is that adults like admit when they say something or do something wrong to like children. I think that's really important because children remember these moments so well, like when they were right and like the adult
they
was
get it
wrong.
imprinted onto them. Last story. So one time we had a substitute teacher, and some guy got a fucking lighter from the teacher's desk. Because we were in a chemistry lab and our chemistry teacher was off. This substitute teacher went out of the room, and this guy made a fucking flamethrower in the chemistry class.
Holy
I
shit!
was like, keep in mind, yeah, we were just in there. The fire alarm didn't go off, luckily. This guy was also accused of setting the fire alarms off 3 times.
The usual suspect.
Wow.
Yeah, those were fun times.
We always got threatened with the if you like cause a fire alarm and there isn't anything bad happening,
Yeah.
you have to pay for like the firefighter response.
Yeah.
Yeah, was there like at CEO someone fucking pulled the fire alarm?
Yeah, that.
Like last CEO, it was kind of really funny.
Damn.
The thing is, you talk to like the guy who set off the fucking flamethrower in the chemistry lab. I just chat to him. He was a really chill guy as well. It's like, and he was like, yeah, I was just doing it because I don't give a shit. And I'm like, okay, fair enough.
He was just going through his Joker arc. Don't worry about it.
And now he just posts videos on his Instagram of him riding his motorbike with a gold chain.
It's wild to look at old acquaintances' Instagrams or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember, like, I was just chilling with a friend, and we were just like, let's look up some old, like, people we used to know, right, from, like, way back. And we looked up this one dude, and we realized that his Instagram, he only shares photo from one side of his face. This is maybe a little mean, but, you know, people have a good side and a bad side, right? But, like, consequently, like, you know, like, consistently, there was only gonna be of his left side of his face, like, all of the photos. Every single one. When there was any face at all. You know, now that I'm realizing it, it's not as funny, but it was funny at the time. Whatever.
Whatever. Magic got to laugh.
Yeah, it was funny to me, alright. And just to clarify...
I mean that's kind of like the that's a thing that a lot of people with tattoos do, is when they want to show people that they have tattoos, like especially on their lower arm, is that they always have like their arm next to their head in their photos. Like, you know, like they will put their arm on the back of their head to show off their tattoos.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
Get it? Like you got a tattoo, you want people to notice, but at the same time, it's like the one pose.
The tattoo pose.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I've gotten way more accepting of people being cringe when it comes to this. Honestly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This
same.
is why you allow me to be co-commentator for Eurofights.
Wait, what was that, sir?
Because you allow people to be cringe, so this is why I'm here.
Yeah, no, true. My tolerance for cringe has increased significantly with SGEU. True, very true.
90% of my humor is saying swag.
Fuck, there was like a time where the only thing Lab would say in my fucking DMs was just swag.
Oh,
Send
do
him
you?
pictures of animals with different names, and he would just be like, "It's fucking dead, okay? It's fucking dead."
Lab, price question. Do you know the name of the biggest company with swag in its name?
I do not.
Volkswagen. Got him.
Okay, that's it. Magic. I'm gonna go you to have another psychotic breakdown.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me know if you need anything, alright?
Alright.
It's like that meme, I'm going insane, do you need anything? Like...
Yes, please.
Alright, yeah, see you later, Lab.
Anyways, good stream.
Thank you for staying with the SGU podcast for this long. We'll see you next week for Skullbats number 142. That's like almost 420 if you think about it. If you rearrange a couple numbers, you know, you take a few, you minus one for a good time. So yeah, make sure to get your blunts out, make sure to start smoking them. Please don't do that if you're illegal in your country. Have a good time. We will be here back again next week for the 142nd Skullbats of just all Skullbats in general, I guess, and the third Skullbats of this season, Season 6 of the Encore Unlimited League, featuring Magic, the Supreme Dictator of SGEU.
Yeah, I should hire you for like public speaking, it's just pretty good.
I was moving my hands like a rapper during that entire thing.
Yeah, this is what you gotta do. Like, physical movements with your hands while you're making, like, while you're talking. It's kind of based, I don't know. I get what the Italians do. You know, like the gestures. I don't know, whatever. I'm getting, before we, like, start discriminating against Italians, we should probably
End the stream off. Go.
Yes.
Yes. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Alright, yeah, thanks for listening, and yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Goodbye.